All right, we are live now. Give me 1 minute. All right, namaste everyone. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, to learn about the Hindi language. It's good to be back after 3 weeks. As you know, I was traveling. India, so that's why I couldn't really do the last 3 weeks. But really excited that some of our amazing HU friends, they continued the class. So thank you so much, Donna ji and Anita ji, for holding the fort the past 3 weeks. Um, for those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us a little bit from by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hindi University. You can also go to our page hindiuniversity.org to find out a little bit more about it. I put together some information on this page for you. If you're interested in joining the Sunday sessions, it's a Zoom link that I provided here. You can use this Zoom link to join the classes. Yes, there's no absolutely other preparation required. All you need is like a working Wi-Fi and a device to join, whether it is a mobile or a laptop, right? I mean, and that's all you need. You can also enroll using the WhatsApp link that I provided. That way at least you will get reminders, and you will also get oriented to about the other forums that we have, like such as like Telegram and Discord, most importantly, right? As you know, in addition to the Sunday classes, we also have several practice sessions, and that's the beauty of the community. As long as you're in the community, you will get to know about the schedule of the regular practice sessions we have, and the different practice sessions are based on the different theme, right? I mean, so as you get to know about your levels where you're comfortable, you should participate in the practice sessions. Not only that, we have amazing people who've been hosting the practice sessions, and there's always opportunity to host more practice sessions. So if you feel like you have some time that you can provide, like at least like an hour or so in a week, definitely encourage all of you to think about hosting the practice sessions as well. Okay. With that being in mind, as you know, this year we've been continuing 2 books: Pingu Learns Hindi, which is the book for the beginners. Similarly, we have other elementary Hindi book, which is written by Professor Richard Delacy and Sudha Joshi. Richard Delacy is also a Hindi professor at the Harvard University. As you know that so far we were on chapter number 23 on the Richard Delacy book, and we were covering about the relative and correlative clauses. The build-up was that we started with the concept, we started talking about the relative correlative pronouns first. We did a few chapters, videos on that. Then we continued it on the relative correlative adjectives. And before I went on a vacation, we were on the relative correlative adverbs. In this class, we'll try to wrap up the relative correlative adverbs. So I'll try to do a brush up on the previous class, and then we will jump into the new topic. And as you all know, feel free to sort of like to unmute yourself and ask a question. It's always like a collaborative session, so definitely do that. So what did we cover before I went on a break? So if you guys recall, we spoke about relative and correlative concepts, right? And we did it for pronouns, adjectives, and adverbs. Okay. So if you recall, an example would be, I finished my homework. A very simple example. I finished my homework. You have a verb here which is finished, but this sentence doesn't tell you the manner in which you finished your homework or your task. So imagine you put an adverb there. I finished my homework quickly. Okay, you are describing the verb, the manner in which the work was completed quickly, right? Adverb. Okay, now just like other concepts, imagine when you have adverbs, they are used in a pairs in 2 clauses, 2 sentences. Okay, they're used in such a way that they're showing a relationship between 2 clauses. They are known as, that pair is known as relative and correlative adverbs. Okay, so again, adverbs, in this case it's an adverb for time. So imagine you have these 2 sentences. when you finish your homework, you can watch TV. Okay? So, or imagine you have only two sentences. You finish your homework, you can watch TV. But those are two distinct sentences. Imagine you want to put it together. Okay? You can put it together by using two of these adverbs of time. Okay? When you finish your homework, then you can watch your TV. Okay? So when and then is your relative correlative pair for your adverbs. And that's what we covered in the previous class. Jab and tab. Okay? When is jab and then is tab. And then you just practice a lot more. Now we'll take one step further, okay, and we'll talk about a new set of relative and correlative adverbs, which is jab tak and tab tak. You cannot see my screen big, so I'll try to make it bigger. Jab tak and tab tak. Okay, jab tak and tab tak. The way is jab tak and tab tak. Okay, so we'll try to practice first jab tak, and then we'll try to also practice tab tak, related sentences, and then we'll put it together. Yeah. So before that, a little bit of explanation about why we or when will we use jab tak and tab tak. Okay, what is the explanation there? Okay, so imagine you have sentences like this, what you see on your screen. You finish your homework, you will watch TV, like we will do that. But imagine you have a condition where in the first sentence you have set up a condition. Okay, you have set up a condition, and until that condition is met, you will not be able to do the action. Okay, so until you finish your homework, you will not watch your TV. So this condition has to met before this action happens. Okay, and in English you will use the phrase like until and then. Okay, now similarly you can also set up the condition in the first sentence that as long as this condition is met, the action will occur. Okay, so same thing can be written in a different manner, but as long as you finish your homework, you can watch TV. Okay, so read it twice so that it makes sense. So second action will continue. It continues as long as the first condition is met. Okay, so when you are dealing with these kind of sentences where you set a condition and then based on the outcome of that condition, the second action will continue or not. Okay, in those cases you will, in Hindi you will be using the relative correlative adverbs called jab tak and tab tak. Okay, we'll do a lot more examples in case if it is still puzzling you, right? Jab tak and tab tak. So still on the slides, no whiteboarding yet, but imagine you have this sentence: until you finish your homework, you cannot watch TV. Okay, so imagine you want to work on just this part. You finish your homework. Okay, and it's basically, you don't see the negative part here, but it's sort of embedded here. Jab tak tum apna homework finish nahi karoge. Until you finish your homework. Jab tak tum apna homework finish or khatam nahi karoge, you cannot watch TV. Tum TV nahi, you can say TV nahi dekhoge, you cannot, or you will not watch. It should be you will not watch TV. Tab tak tum TV nahi dekhoge. Okay, basically you will put them together, that jab tak tum apna homework finish nahi karoge, tab tak TV nahi dekhoge. Okay, when you put it together, you will notice that in a lot of sentences, tab tak is implied. So even if you not put tab tak, it still means the same thing. Jab tak tum homework finish nahi karoge, TV nahi dekhoge. It's the same thing as putting tab tak there or not. Okay, same thing can be rewritten that as long as you finish your homework, you can watch TV. जब तक तुम अपना होमवर्क फिनिश करो, जब तक, as long as you are doing it, you can watch TV. जब तक तुम अपना होमवर्क फिनिश करोगे, तुम टीवी देख सकते हो. Okay, still a very high level examples. I want to make sure that at least you know the broader picture before we do a lot more exercises. So I want you to take the screenshot of this table. It's very important. because it tells you about the scenarios where you'll be using that I just described, where you will be using this relative correlative adverbs. Okay, that your action. Remember, the first sentence is about condition, and the second one is the action. Okay, and our case one is like the action continues until the condition is met or not met. जब तक A नहीं होगा, A is your condition, तब तक B नहीं होगा, your second sentence or your it will not happen. Okay, until A happens, B will not happen. What do I mean by that? An example would be जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती, until this condition is met, जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती, तब तक हम बाहर नहीं जाएंगे, like will not go outside. Until the rain stops, we will not go outside. So the rain has to stop for the second sentence or second thing to happen. Okay. Or similarly, the second scenario I was describing is like action continues as long as the condition is met. जब तक A होता है, तब तक B होता रहेगा, will continue to happen. Okay. Which another example would be जब तक सूरज नहीं डूबता, as long as the sun doesn't set, right? As long as that happens, तब तक हम काम करते रहेंगे, that we will continue to work, or we'll keep doing the work. Okay. So in summary, this is what we'll be covering in our whiteboarding session for the rest of the class. So I'll take a break just to make sure if there are any questions at a high level for now, or if those two, yeah.
In the example sentence from before, it's using karoge. So is there a third one where you can use future, like if a, like future?
Yeah, you can do that. Basically, it doesn't, the tense, you decide that basically based on the sentences, right? Action continue or action will continue or action continued until the condition is met.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be hota for the...
That is correct. That is correct, right? Hota raha. You can say your sentence for like, this is your condition. My condition was not met. And then action didn't happen, or it does not happen, or will not happen.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Good question there. Right. So I'm gonna stop the broadcast, not the broadcast, but like the sharing, and now we'll do the whiteboarding session, and then first we'll do a lot of sample sentences using jab tak, and then we'll do a lot of sentences using tab tak, and then we'll put them together. Okay, and this is the place where you get a lot more opportunity to just practice these sentences, and also share your sentences for jab tak and tab tak. Okay, so again I'll write it down again, jab tak, and it's paired with tab tak. To get you guys thinking ahead, I'll try to give you some more example for just tak. And if you guys recall, tak is nothing but if it is used as a noun, it's till or until. So if you guys remember when we did the time, and you were practicing like till 12 o'clock, right? When you have till 12 o'clock, you will say till 12 o'clock is nothing but what do you guys think? Till 12 o'clock?
Tak 12 baje.
Yeah, 12 baje and tak.
Tak.
Yeah, 12 baje tak, right? Similarly, if you have till tomorrow or yesterday is also same thing. It will be till tomorrow would be
Kal tak.
kal tak. Very good, kal tak. And if you have like till Monday, it would be
Somvar tak.
very good, somvar tak. And till now would be
Ab tak.
ab tak. Very good, ab tak. Ab tak, you will also see abhi tak. All of them are same. Ab tak, abhi tak. All of them are same, right? So for example, you again, before we go into the straight into the more sessions or examples, imagine you have a sentence like, he is not talking to me. He is not talking to me. I want all of you to at least get into that. Think about how will you say that in Hindi. Take your time and try to write it in the, either in the Facebook chat or in the Zoom chat. So don't give the answer yet. Give yourself some time and write it down. How will you say that in Hindi? He is not talking to me. And if you find hard, like how do I say to me, start with just he is not talking. Yeah. Some new folks join as well. Thank you so much for joining. We'll definitely go over your introduction after we are done with the session. And you can use the chat, Zoom chat, to share your answers. Okay, very good, Indira ji. Awesome, good to see. Okay, Sharmila ji, unmute yourself. How will you say that? He is not talking to me.
वो मुझे और मुझसे अभी तक नहीं बात कर रहे हैं और
Very
कर
good.
रहा है.
Very good, right? So वो मुझसे और वह मुझसे बात नहीं कर रहा है, right? वो मुझसे और वह मुझसे बात नहीं कर रहा है. Imagine if you were to just put till now in it one, and as Sharmila ji mentioned, like you can just say the same thing. वो मुझसे, and then you can just put अब तक. Okay, वो मुझसे अब तक बात नहीं कर रहा है और वो मुझसे अभी तक बात नहीं कर रहा है, right? Maybe they fought or they argued, and that's like till now he is not talking to me, right? Good.
Ashwini,
Yes.
if it's to me, why is it much say and not muche?
Okay, who would like to answer that? Why is it mujhse and he's not talking to me?
It's we do, so with each other, so say.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that. फिर से बोलिए.
It's
Yeah,
we talk with someone, so you would use say there, मुझसे.
Okay, thank you.
it's like with each other. You're talking with each other, right? I mean, so mujh, that's why it's like say. Right?
Okay.
He's not talking with me, basically. Right? So it's
that goes with Badkarna, right? Badkarna always takes say, so
Say
like
baat.
Nona takes say, and
That's right. Say baat karna. Right? Aapse baat karna.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Awesome. So वो मुझसे अब तक बात नहीं कर रहा है. Right. So this is just a little bit of an exercise, and then now we'll do the instead of just tak, we'll do jab tak. So imagine you have the first one we did. I'm gonna you write it again. So when you have sentence starting with until you arrive, okay, until you arrive. I'm going to give time to everyone, and before that I can actually do this one. Until the rain stops. This is the one we did it, but I'm going to do it again, right? So until the rain stops. So you will say until the rain stop would be jab tak. Rain, as you know, is barish. To stop is a verb which is rukna. Okay, to stop is rukna. Jab tak barish nahi, and it's written in the present indefinite. So jab tak barish nahi rukti hai. Okay, जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती है. Okay, जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती है. That's what you will say until the rain stops. Now you have to write it down for this one. Until you arrive. Don't worry about the second half. That is sort of as you get into the habit of it. Second part you can always change. Okay, here also second part you can always change. Until the rain stops. I will keep working, or I will not go outside, or we will not play.
Ashuji,
Yes.
I have a question. Why would that barish nahi rukti hai? Why would that be not stop until the
Which
rain does not stop?
So because it's like, it's embedded, the negative is embedded here until the rain stops, until this condition is met, जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती है. Until this condition is not, until the rain stops.
Until it doesn't rain.
That's right. Until, no, you will not put, even in English, you will not put like, it's, anybody else would have a sort of a better way of explaining this one, because it's, in Hindi, you will definitely put the nahi here in the sentence to convey this notion of until the rain stops. The barish nahi rukti hai. Akhil
I
ji?
don't know how to
Yeah,
explain, but you can say that until you come, I'm not going to leave this place, which means, you are saying other way around. And if you don't come, I'm not going to leave this place. So which means you are saying that in a way, negative thing to sound like a positive, but it's a negative.
Yeah, until the condition is not met.
Not met, yeah.
Yes, right? Until this condition is, yeah. But anyway, Akhilji, you were also writing something?
yeah, this is something that was confusing me a lot in Hindi earlier, and then I realized that it's kind of talking about, as you were saying, for as long as this condition is, that the rain does not stop. And there's another example of how Hindi is kind of the opposite compared to English, where if you're saying something like, I'm afraid that you fall. I'm afraid that you are gonna fall, or something like that. In Hindi, you might say the second part after that in a negative too. I'm afraid that, and then it's expressing what you actually do want, that they don't fall.
Yeah.
Like it's just a different, like in I don't know. It's just kind of like this twist that you have to memorize, that Hindi does this thing differently than English.
That's right. That's right. Delia ji, you want to share your thoughts? What helps you remember this one? You have to unmute, or you are unmuted, but something is still happening with the microphone. No worries. We'll come back to it. I think I can see you are unmuted. I know you are talking also, but we'll come back, okay? Anyone else would like to share their thoughts on this one? Okay. What would you say for this one? Until you arrive. Just like you have to put a negative there as well.
जब तक आप आती हैं
Okay. So you arrive would be, or if you were to
आ
say,
जाती आती
okay,
आती और नहीं आती
to arrive is ana. Okay. Okay. So you arrive is aap. You arrive to home, or aap ghar. You will remove the na and you will put tate or
आती
okay. Aate. For respect would be,
आते
very good. आप आते हैं. Okay. You arrive would be आप आते हैं, and then will you say until you arrive would be जब तक आप नहीं आते हैं. You have to memorize that part. Until you arrive would be till this condition is met. जब तक आप नहीं आते हैं. Even though you arrive is like आप आते हैं, but when you are pairing it in the correlative adverbs, you will put the negative until you arrive. जब तक आप नहीं आते हैं, and then you can say like मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगा. I will not eat, or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just keep more examples, and that maybe hopefully this will this will get resolved when you see the pattern a lot more. Okay, let's do some more. The next one I have is like until you pay attention to your work. Until you pay attention to your work. How will you say that? So take your time, all of you, and then until you pay attention to your work. So verb is to pay attention. Okay. One thing I would say is like when you're using it in a, so don't get fixated on how it's getting translated. Like, oftentimes when you're saying it, it's, even though it's written in just like a conditional sentences, the first one is written in the present indefinite, but when you're translating it, it's like the future indefinite. जब तक आप काम नहीं करोगे, right? और जब तक आप नहीं बोलोगे, right? It's even though in English also you're writing it in, it's in the present indefinite. The notion is like, till this condition is met, right? So until you pay attention to your work. Let's see who would like to do this. JDG, try to break it down for us. To pay attention is,
Dhyan,
yeah, dhyan, and then what is the verb along with dhyan?
Dhyan Karna? Dana.
Yeah, dhyan dena. Very good. Dhyan dena. Okay. You pay attention would be, imagine you don't have this one. You pay attention would be aap. Uh-huh.
Dhyan.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. If you don't have the U, what would be Dana?
Okay. So you want to say to someone you
Oh, you do
really-
have the U up. So it's Dane, Dete?
हाँ, आप ध्यान देते हैं. Very good. Right. आप ध्यान देते हैं. You pay attention to your work. आप
Apne kam?
हाँ, very good. आप काम पर और अपने काम पर ध्यान.
Dete hain.
Very good. Okay. And then next one, keep going.
Jab
Until
tak.
जब तक
Jab tak aap kam kar yain dete hain.
जब तक आप अपने, और I did write but अपने, but it means जब तक आप अपने काम पर ध्यान, and then
Nahi
देते.
dete hain.
जब तक आप अपने काम पर ध्यान नहीं देते हैं. Okay.
I have a question, Ashutosh.
Yes.
So you're saying that you can use this also in the future, so that would be jab tak aap apne kam par then nahi denge.
There you go. That was my next thing. That's exactly
Oh,
what.
okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. So I'm glad. So that's the next thing would be, the logical thing would be, even though I literally translated in the present indefinite, when you're using it as a pair, you literally setting up a condition. Okay. So even though it's written in English in present indefinite, the condition is like in the future. जब तक आप अपने काम पर ध्यान नहीं देंगे, okay, you will not be successful. Imagine the second sentence is telling you that it's future indefinite. Okay, जब तक आप अपने काम पर ध्यान नहीं देंगे, you can say आप अच्छा काम नहीं करेंगे. You will not do good work. Okay, or you will not be successful. Okay, more practice. Okay, I know some of you are thinking in the translation part, but let's see some more examples, and hopefully, here also you can see that nahi is coming. Yeah.
Asuji, I have a question.
Yes.
If instead of until, if you used as long as, would that still work as the translation? If you were going to say, as long as you don't pay attention to your work.
So when you're saying it as long as, you will say it without the negative. As long as you pay attention to your work, you will be successful. जब तक आप अपने काम पर ध्यान देंगे.
Okay, so it's just the opposite of English.
That's right. So
Wow.
even Delacy says it, like the translation is often sort of like an opposite of English, basically.
Ashuchi,
Thank
can I
you.
ask a question?
Yes, please.
Can I ask a question? Instead of saying until, which is jab tak, can you say if, agar? I mean, it would mean the same thing?
So it's अगर आप अपने काम पर ध्यान देंगे, but it's a conditional sentence. It's a different, grammatically it's a different concept, but you can say that, right? Conversation wise, you can always say that, like if you do this, or if you work hard, you will be successful. So it becomes an if and then sort of a pair, which is a conditional sentence, versus the correlative, relative adverbs, if it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, in general, when you're talking, you're not worrying about the grammatical sort of a concept, whether it is, this or that. Like you are just speaking.
Ashuji,
Yeah.
in English, if then else also a conditional, isn't it? If you don't do that, then this is the consequences. So that is a conditional
That's a
as well.
conditional. That's right. It's a conditional sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a conditional sentence. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you're using an if and then you will not notice this,
Yeah.
negative.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions, discussions? Anyone? Okay. Let's just do some more, because I think this is important for you guys to, everyone to get used to it, right? So next one I have is, now I'm going to change it from until to as long as. Okay. So now you have as long as as long as the weather is nice. As long as the weather is nice. How will you say that in Hindi? Okay. As long as the weather is nice.
You can say weather is mausam.
That's right. Weather is mausam. Okay. As long as.
So jab tak mausam acha hai or theek hai.
Very good. Okay, so that's what you will say. जब तक मौसम अच्छा है. You will notice that there is no negative here, because you are saying that as long as the condition is met here, right? जब तक मौसम अच्छा है, your situation will continue. हम खेलते रहेंगे. We will continue to play. Okay? और हम घूमते रहेंगे, और हम घर नहीं जाएंगे. Will not go home. Yeah? Any questions on this one, anyone? Okay. Let's just do some more.
I have one quick question. Instead of saying acha hai is nice, as stays nice, should we say mausam acha rahega?
You can say that. You can also say suhana. Some of you mentioned that. जब तक मौसम सुहाना रहेगा. You can say that. It stays nice. जब तक मौसम सुहाना रहेगा, हम घूमते रहेंगे, which is like we'll keep traveling. और हम बाहर रहेंगे, और हम घर नहीं जाएंगे, और हम हाइक करते रहेंगे. I'm just playing right now, breaking it down and just giving you the first part so that a lot more possibilities there on the second one. Yeah. Now I'm not going to write it. I'm going to just say it so that you get to think as I'm speaking, right? Until you give me an answer. So don't give an answer right now, anyone. Just think about it. Until you give me an answer. Don't write it down as well. Just think. Until you give me an answer. Risha ji, until you give me an answer.
जब तक आप मुझे जवाब नहीं देता.
वेरी गुड. जब तक आप मुझे जवाब नहीं देंगे. ओके. और दोगे. ओके. और वेरी गुड. जब तक आप मुझे जवाब नहीं देंगे. ओके. नेक्स्ट वन इज until you take care of your health. Just like, we had the pay attention to your work, this is same thing. Dhyan dena will be there until you take care of your health. Okay, until you take care of your health. Sharon ji, you want to try this one?
Until you take care of your health. जब तक आप अपने स्वास्थ्य I need another verb in there. So रखेंगे or नहीं रखेंगे.
Almost there. ध्यान देना. So just like pay attention, or take care is also to take care is ध्यान रखना. So to take care of your health is, you can say स्वास्थ्य. That's what you use. You can also say सेहत. सेहत पर और सेहत का ध्यान देना. Now try it out. जब तक
आप अपने सेहत पर का ध्यान
either yeah. जब तक
either or there. So सेहत पर नहीं ध्यान देते हैं.
वेरी गुड. देते हैं और देंगे. अमेजिंग. ओके, दैट्स इट. जब तक आप अपनी सेहत पर ध्यान नहीं देंगे, आप अच्छे नहीं होंगे. ओके, और यू विल नॉट गेट बेटर, राइट? एंड सो ऑसम, राइट?
Ashuji, since you're talking about health, could we say सेहत पर ख्याल रखना?
Okay, yeah, exactly. You can say that. जब तक आप अपना ख्याल नहीं रखेंगे, you can say that as well. जब तक आप अपना ख्याल नहीं रखेंगे. Okay, multiple ways to say that. You can definitely say ख्याल रखना as well. Okay, let's just do a couple of more. Until this problem is solved. This is harder. Okay, until this problem is solved. Until this problem is solved. Kelly ji, you want to try this one? I don't know if you said you're on mute, but you feel free to skip it in case if you are on mute. Until this problem is solved.
माफ कीजिए, मैं पका रही हूँ.
No problem, no problem. Anita ji, you want to try this one? Until this problem is solved.
So to solve is hal. Okay, so is it passive then? So जब तक ये समस्या हल नहीं, and then is it hal hona?
That's right. That's right.
In the passive. हो जाएगी.
So you can say it in present indefinite. That's totally fine.
Oh, हो जाती.
Okay. You can do without compound. You can just say hal.
Oh, है, just है.
Yes.
Okay.
जब तक, say it now. जब तक ये है
समस्या हल नहीं.
जब तक ये समस्या हल नहीं.
You want है or होती?
होती.
होती, okay.
जब तक ये समस्या हल नहीं होती है.
होती है, okay.
जब तक ये, this is a hard one, right? जब तक ये समस्या हल नहीं होती है, we'll keep working on it, okay? Or we'll keep trying till this problem gets solved, because it's to get solved. That's why it's हल होना, okay? And that's why it's हल होती है, okay?
Ashutosh, sorry to interrupt, but I just heard a message to say that your recording had turned off.
So I think this one is like, even I heard it, but I think it's someone had the app.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, so it's not the broadcast, but the local recording. Okay, so this is the first half where we practice using jab tak. Okay, now we'll just do the tab tak portions and then we'll combine it together. Okay, so now we spent a lot of time on jab tak. Hopefully, when we do tab tak, it's a little bit faster so we can pick up the pace on the tab tak part. So now you have, so far it was until this thing happens or doesn't happen. Now you have I will wait. So imagine you have a sentence which is I will wait until then. Okay, I will wait until then. Okay, so those one, when you are starting with this one, tuck tuck. I will wait is, what is I will wait, Sharmila ji?
प्रतीक्षा करना
Yeah, say the full thing.
प्रतीक्षा करना
Okay, so
अरे मैं उस वक्त प्रतीक्षा करूंगी
you can say मैं. You can say मैं प्रतीक्षा.
मैं तब तक प्रतीक्षा करूंगी.
Very good, right? So you can say मैं प्रतीक्षा करूंगी और मैं इंतजार करूंगा और करूंगी. Okay, and then you can say तब तक. Okay, तब तक मैं प्रतीक्षा करूंगी और मैं तब तक प्रतीक्षा करूंगी. Okay, or in case if these two are hard for you, you can still use the wait karna. And most of the new Hindi speakers will say मैं wait करूंगा, right? I mean, so they'll mix up English with it, so that's totally okay. मैं wait करूंगा और मैं wait करूंगी. If it's really hard. Okay, let's do some more. You have, we will stay here until then. We will stay here. We will stay here until then. So imagine like this sentence is really paired with like until the rain stops, we will stay here. It's really that actually, but I'm just trying to separate it out so you guys get the practice. We will stay here. First try to do this one. We will stay here. Jackie ji, we will stay here.
हम यहाँ रहेंगे.
Very good. हम यहाँ रहेंगे. Okay, and when you say it with until then would be
तब तक हम यहाँ रहेंगे.
Very good. तब तक हम यहाँ रहेंगे. Okay, very good. तब तक हम यहाँ रहेंगे. Okay. Now you have I will study. I will study until then. Shanji, how will you say this one? I will study until then. First, do only this part. I will study. And then we'll pair it with this one. Okay. Let's see if you're still there. No problem. Meeta ji, you want to try this one? I will study until then.
So I will study, I think, is मैं पढ़ूंगी.
Okay. मैं पढ़ूंगी. And then pair this
तब तक मैं पढ़ूंगी.
Very good. तब तक मैं पढ़ूंगी. तब तक मैं पढ़ूंगी. Awesome, right? तब तक मैं पढ़ूंगी. Now, we'll do some more. I will make tea for you until then. Okay, I will make tea for you until then. Let's see. Let's see someone who's not tried before. Sebastian ji, I know I'm putting you on spot. you're probably joining for the first time, but give it a try. I will make tea for you until then. And if you need more time, that's totally okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Palanipanji, you want to try this one out? I will make tea for you until then.
No, no, Stoji, I'm not sure.
I'll help you out. How will you say I will make?
मैं करूँगा
Okay.
और
I will
make
make. To make something is
पकाना
banana.
banana.
Yeah. To make is banana. So
Okay. मैं टी बनाता हूँ.
Very good. Future would be मैं
बनूंगा.
Very good. Right. So मैं tea
बनूंगा.
Very good.
तब तक मैं टी बनूंगा.
Very good. There you go. जब तक मैं चाय बनाऊंगा तब तक मैं टी बनाऊंगा. Okay. और तब तक मैं खाना बनाऊंगा. Anyways, fine. Awesome. Finish this work. Okay, no, this one will be hard. We will rest until then. Okay, Linda ji, why don't you try? We will rest.
So what is how to say to rest?
Okay, to rest is आराम
करना.
Very good. आराम करना.
Okay, so हम आराम करेंगे. तब तक हम आराम करेंगे.
Very good. तब तक हम आराम करेंगे. Awesome. तब तक हम आराम करेंगे. Okay. Don't tell him anything until then. Don't tell him anything until then. Don't tell him anything until then. JDG, you want to try this one out? Don't tell him anything until then.
Okay. Tug tuck. Bowl. Bula. Okay, I'll use bowl now. Bolta. Hey.
To tell is
Bulana.
Close.
Kahana.
Batana.
Batana.
Okay, batana, right? To inform. So do not tell him anything until then.
Would it be vo or us? Think of it. It sounds like it should be us.
Yeah, that's right. Us to someone, right? So
yeah. Okay, so tug tuck. Usse usko. Usko batehe.
Okay. So
Batahe?
But
Bate, because it's you, don't you tell, right?
Okay. So the verb is batana. Very good, right? Batana. Okay. So you said तब तक उसको और उसे, and then negative.
Batane.
बताना. तब तक उसे कुछ
मत बताओ.
Yeah, you can say कुछ नहीं बताना और तब तक उसे मत बताना. Either way is fine.
Batana.
Yeah. So this is कुछ नहीं बताना. I mean, if you want to say तब तक you stay quiet, you can say तब तक कुछ मत बोलना. Okay. But this sentence was really like, do not tell him anything. That's why it's like, तब तक उसे कुछ नहीं बताना.
Ashuji?
Yeah.
Since this is an imperative, you're telling him don't to do something. shouldn't you say kuch
Mat.
mat batao rather than
That's right.
batana?
That's right. You will definitely this is the preferred one because this is the imperative. And in imperative mein, whenever you have negative, you say mat. Tab tak kuch mat batana.
Yes, I didn't recognize it was imperative. I was trying to conjugate it.
No,
Okay, I see
no.
it.
It's harder when I'm not writing it and I'm speaking it because then you have to do two, three things, right? You have to listen and then translate, or you just think about it in Hindi, right? So that's why but it's a good exercise, right? I mean that at least, uh, yeah. We have some more time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write down.
Just one more question on that same one, Achaji. Can you use batenge in that sentence?
Write down in Hindi, Devanagari.
No. Can you use it? You've used batana, you've used batao.
Yeah.
Can you say nahi batenge in there?
No.
So can I say nahi batayenge?
Yes.
So typically in the imperative, you would say mat. In the imperative sentence, when there is a negative, instead of nahi, the preferred one is mat. Tab tak mat batana. Okay. So for example, forget about tab tak. So imagine if you have a sentence, this one, when you are saying something, don't do this. If your sentence is simple as this, don't do this thing. यह मत करो. Okay, यह मत करो और यह मत करिए और ये मत करिएगा. That's what it is basically. What you're saying is, can I still say nahi on a casually? ये नहीं करना. Casually people do say that, right? When on a casual Hindi, you will end up seeing people using nahi also, but in a day-to-day conversation. But the right way would be to use the mat basically.
Ashuji, I have another question. You wrote yehe mat karo, but shouldn't it be aise mat karo?
Yeah, don't do like this would be aise mat karo, like this, right? Yeah. Right. So we have some time left. What I'll do is I'll try to write down two columns, column A and column B. Column A is where you have jab tak sentences. Column B, you have tab tak sentences. And we'll just spend rest of the time just like matching it up. Okay. And hopefully this will kind of give you some more practice for the correlative and relative adverb. So you have the jab tak one, and you have a tab tak. Okay. Why don't I write it in the slide, so that will be easier. So that will give me 1 minute. I can do it pretty quickly in the slides that we have. It's going to take me some time to write it on the board, and it'll be easier for us to. Give me just 1 minute.
You hurt your arm, so it's red.
Say one more time. 1 minute. Okay, I'll be pretty quick. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to just go back to the slides. Okay. So this one is slightly harder in the sense like I have written it in Devanagari. So if Devanagari is harder for you, at least don't worry, I'll try to help out there. Almost done writing it. Just give me 1 more minute. Okay. I'm done writing it, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, so you will see that you have two columns. The first one is jab tak column, and the second one is tab tak column. Um, you know, take a time to read it. It's in Devanagari. I will read it out for you as well. And if it is Devanagari, you don't know, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You listen to what people are saying it in, at least in Hindi. So listening part, definitely, you pay attention to that. Okay. So you read out these 5 sentences and these 5 and you try to, and again, the point is not like to match it exactly. The point is to be able to at least the closest one, and there can be one can be matched with multiple of these. So it's not like it has to be one-on-one. Okay, Sheila ji, you want to unmute yourself and at least try to make one sentence?
Chance to read them yet. Can you just make it a little bit bigger for me, Ashutosh?
Yeah, make it bigger. Okay, I can make it bigger.
Yeah, that's clearer. Thank you.
Better?
Yeah. So, jab tak barish nahi rukti. So, until it's, oh, and that's better. Much better. Until it stops raining. And then B sentences I haven't even had a chance to look at yet. Jab tak mein tumhare liye chai. Until it stops raining. Jab tak barish nahi karungi. I'm just going to pick the first one. Jab tak मैं तुम्हारे लिए chai बताऊंगी. Betaunga.
Banaunga. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, banaunga.
Okay. So basically, I'll continue to make chai for you till the rain stops.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good one. Let's see. Jackie ji, you want to try the next one?
जब तक तुम नहीं आएंगे.
You can pick any of those. Okay.
तब तक पढ़ाई करो.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense.
Find the closest one which is matching.
तब तक मैं इंतजार करूंगा.
Okay. Okay. You can say that. जब तक तुम नहीं आओगे, I'll wait until you come.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Sharmila ji, while I'm asking, feel free to write it as well. Rest of you folk, as you identify the sentence, you feel free to write it down on the Zoom chat also. Sharmila ji?
हाँ, so जब तक तुम अपने काम पर ध्यान नहीं देते हो, तब तक हम यहाँ रहेंगे.
Okay.
मतलब शायद उसके माँ बाप.
Okay. The parents can say that. Yeah. Okay. Radhika ji? I don't know if you can see it on the phone, but at least
Yes, I can see it on the phone.
No problem.
I think जब तक यह मौसम अच्छा नहीं है, is it? Or are you left the nahi are there?
Okay, जब तक ये मौसम अच्छा है.
अच्छा है, okay. जब तक यह मौसम अच्छा है. I don't know. It's not intasar. I can't wait for it.
The second, I'll finish it for you. तब तक हम
No.
यहीं I can finish it.
Yeah. तब तक हम यहीं रहेंगे. I will stay here.
Yeah. As long as
I could have said that to you.
Yeah. So this one is, as long as the weather is good, we will stay here. जब तक ये मौसम अच्छा है, तब तक हम यहीं रहेंगे. Okay. Akhil ji?
जब तक तुम मुझे जवाब नहीं देंगे, तब तक मैं इंतजार करूंगा.
Here you go. Patrick ji?
Oh, which one is it?
You can take any of these and match with any of these if it, closest one.
Ooh, I don't know.
I will help you out. You can read Devanagari, Patrick ji?
A little bit.
Okay. Let's try. At least read one of the sentence, and I'll try to help you out. Read any of one of those.
Okay. जब तक तुम नहीं आ आओ ओगे आओगे
Until you arrive, okay. जब तक तुम नहीं आओगे. You can match it with C.
तब तब तक हम यही रहोगे
रहेंगे. That's right. रहेंगे.
रहेंगे.
We will stay here until then. Right? So until you arrive, we will stay here. Okay? Awesome. Delia ji? Let's see if the microphone is fine. For some reason, we cannot hear you. I can see it's me. It's okay. No worries. No worries. Let's see. Who else would like to try? JDG? We'll just do a few more. So that way.
Okay. जब तक तुम मुझसे जवाब नहीं दोगे जब तक मैं काम नहीं करूँगा.
Okay. तब तक मैं काम नहीं करूँगा. Okay. Until you, like, जब तक you.
Until you answer me,
I will not work.
I will not work.
There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Anyone else would like to try it out who hasn't had a chance?
Maybe I can try.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, the first one is okay.
Whichever, yeah.
जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती तब तक मैं तुम sorry तब तक मैं well, I will try to do the beat. इंतजार करूंगा.
There you go. There you go. Okay. जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती तब तक मैं इंतजार करूंगा. Awesome. Awesome.
Thanks.
Okay. So, Sebastian ji, where are you joining?
Sorry?
Where are you joining from, Sebastian ji?
Yeah, today is my first class. I'm from Uruguay, South America.
South America. Which part?
Uruguay is a country in South America.
Which one?
Uruguay.
Uruguay. Spell it.
Uruguay.
Yeah,
Uruguay.
It's a tiny country.
Yeah, I know
next
that.
to Argentina. Okay.
Yeah. Uruguay. I say it Uruguay, but you are saying it the right way.
Yeah, maybe it's a Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Awesome. We have one more friend from Andres G from Uruguay. So awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shall I try?
Yeah, please.
जब तक यह मौसम अच्छा है तब तक हम यही रहेंगे.
Very good. Awesome. Anyone else? Meeta ji, why don't you wrap it up? Do last.
Okay. जब तक बारिश नहीं रुकती तब तक मैं काम नहीं करूँगा.
Very good. Okay. Dev Kripa ji, I don't know if you can read the Devanagari script, but want to give it a chance. No worries if you cannot. Okay, awesome. So I'll stop sharing it. I'll post these the two columns in our WhatsApp group, so that way at least anyone can practice. And I know a lot of folks join new, so would love to take the introduction. I'll stop the broadcast. Okay. Watch out for the chat section for new folks. Yeah, and anyone else also, because Kelly ji will be posting the information about the WhatsApp as well as the Discord, so that way you can join the community. So I'm going to stop the broadcast, folks who join using Facebook and all. Thank you so much, and good to be back. Okay, I'm going to stop the broadcast.